Hi. Good morning. Day 50 something or other, 2, 1, don't know, of our initially voluntary lockdown, now not voluntary. I want to talk about these numbers again. Do you remember these? The most important date to remember is this one here, which is the 11th of the 3rd, when we had 8 deaths. And this is the actual number of deaths that we had here. And this is my estimate. At that stage, the number of deaths was doubling every 2 days. It literally was doubling, yeah? So it's got, oh God, my flies are under. Anyway, that's my estimate. 8, 16 goes 21. So I'm the number of deaths is ahead. In 55, I estimated 32. Then 103, I estimated 64. Then 177, I estimated 128. Then 281, 256, and then 512. So there's just a bit of a lag. But then it begins to really lag down here. So that by the time we get to the bottom, the actual, when I stopped the record, on the 31st of the 3rd, there were 2,352 actual deaths, and my estimate would have been for around about 6,000 deaths. That number there is not filled in. Anyway, so around about here, the numbers started going wrong. And it was my contention, and it remains my contention, that the numbers are not wrong. The coronavirus counts accurately. It does, George. Human beings, for whatever reason, don't count accurately. Okay? Now, the point is that we've got an exponential growth curve. Now, whether it's doubling every 2 days or doubling every 3 days is kind of, a moot point. But the real point is that we're not, the numbers aren't where they should be. They're out by thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Okay? So, between this date, the 11th of the 3rd, and today's date, it's 34 days, okay? So if we divide that by 2, that is, it's early in the morning, 17. Okay, and then we have to add 2 more days. Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, Google, what is 2 to the power of 17?
The answer is 131,072.
Okay, right. If we take that same number of days and we make it that it's every 3 days, so that means plus the 2 days that we have at the beginning, that is in total 14 days. Okay, Google, what is 2 to the power of 14?
The answer is 16,384.
16,384. Okay. Google, what is 2 to the power of 13? Okay, Google, what is 2 to the power of 13? Okay, Google, what is 2 to the power of 13?
The answer is 8,192.
Yeah, sorry, I got that wrong. So that's with it doubling every 3 days. Yeah? So it's doubling somewhere between every 2 days and every 3 days. One answer is 8,192 and one is 131,072. Now, the point has been made, and that we're being softened up for an enormous leap in the numbers, because, as I said, the coronavirus counts accurately, government does not. And for whatever reason, the deaths in care homes are being left out of the statistics. Why? Are they any less dead in care homes? They're just as dead. It's a monstrous lie. And there are 2,200 care homes who have admitted to having the virus. If we say that there are 10 deaths in each, that is 22,000 extra deaths. Yeah, or let's be generous and say it's just 5,000 deaths in each. Yeah, that's 11,000 extra deaths. We that is where the counting has gone wrong, because the virus counts accurately. It doesn't say, oh, I'm not going to count care homes. I'm not going to count the homeless. I'm not going to count prisons. I'm not going to count people who die in the community. It counts accurately. Human beings count inaccurately. And we at some point, the government are going to have to come clean. There's huge facilities in Oxfordshire locally being built to house dead bodies, hangars with I presume some sort of refrigeration, I don't know, with shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of bodies. We're in for a big shock. We're in for a big shock, and we're going to jump to the top of the leaderboard in terms of European deaths. In fact, maybe even in terms of world deaths. All because this government fumbled the ball so badly, and their monstrous herd immunity bollocks. I mean, we need to know. We need to know. It's important that we know, because as well, that all those poor people who work in the care homes. I mean, they're very vulnerable, and they need to be protected. And yeah, we have a huge issue. But this could be, this could be a threat to all of us as well, because this is a huge source of infection in our society, and why it's been sidelined, why it's been forgotten, just from matters of propaganda. This is not there's no propaganda advantage to not telling the people the truth. I've said it again and again and again. This virus is not the Luftwaffe. This is not Nazi Germany. There's no propaganda advantage to lying to everybody. They've got to stop lying. It's just hideous. Anyway, look, stay safe, stay home, have a really nice day, okay? The coronavirus counts properly. Human beings do not.